Hi there. My name is Timmy Carini, and I am the Chief Vision Officer for CNVRT.AI. We are a marketing analytics consulting company, but our main enterprise proposition is we are your outsourced Chief Marketing Officer in a box. So if you're watching this video, this might be before you've scheduled a call, or you might have already scheduled a call and I've presented this link to you so that you can learn more about exactly what I do, exactly how we get results for our customers with sales funnels, with Facebook ads, with Google AdWords, any funnel, okay? Now, don't click away if you are scheduling a call with me or considering to schedule a call with me. If you're considering only something to do with your Google Analytics, your GTM, um, your email campaigns, copywriting, Facebook ads, Google ads, I implore you, watch this video first and you can make your decision. But please don't click away because you might say, hey, this doesn't have anything to do with what I need. I just need a guy to run my Google Ads. Okay, I get that. I'm going to show you exactly here in less than 20 minutes exactly why it is a major mistake. And so many businesses lose so much money, tens of thousands of dollars a month, maybe even some do, not maybe, some do way more than that because of not having a sophisticated, very robust process on how to engineer their marketing funnels and how to deploy the right changes in conversion rate optimization through all areas of their funnel. It is the wild, wild west in the marketing world in 2020. Let me demystify some of these issues so that you can lower the cost of your marketing spend and convert at all stages of your funnel at a higher level, work with your freelancers and your distributed team in a more efficient way. And overall, this isn't a jab at you, but for you to, as it says here, to stop pretending that you're a qualified chief marketing officer in 2020 from now on. Okay, that's my promise to you. You will get if you work with us, but not even if you I don't, it doesn't even matter. You're going to get so much value from just this video alone, and I want to front load the value as much as possible. But what you will get here is the insights, the initial foundation and roots of how to have a process for marketing innovation, execution, and optimization. And well, we can do it done for you. But in this video, you'll learn exactly what the beginnings of what our STAR process is so that you can finally feel confident that this is handled for you, that your marketing innovation is handled for you. So you don't have to spend any more hours, like 2-3 hours a day, switching through platforms, switching through apps to get a sense for how your marketing is doing. Okay? So that's the intro. So watch the video, and then this will help you to prepare for our call. And if you haven't already booked a call, you can watch here first, or you can book a call during or after, no problem. But this is gonna, usually we do this information on a call already, but instead of waiting to get a time with me, because the demand is insane, you can just watch this video now and get that information so that our call can be even more productive and we can go even deeper. Okay, so that's the intro. So you can watch this video. You can pause this and watch the video on the other page here. This is this main page, but I want to get into this. So right now you're thinking, okay, dude, I need a copywriter, or I need somebody to manage my Facebook ads, or I need somebody to manage my Google ads. This is, what are you talking about here? Why did you reach out? Okay, well, first of all, I want to present this idea that if you don't have a process that is constantly innovating your marketing funnels in a very sophisticated and robust and easy to execute way, if you're not already doing that and you don't have structure around your marketing optimization, then it's chaos and you're burning money. So I keep this on my desk here because this is exactly, like, this is what people are doing. They're taking money. I'm not going to burn money on the camera, right? And they're going like this to their money, right? You know, I keep this here to remind me that. Okay, so don't do that. If you don't have a process that is step by step, structured, proven, gets repeatable results, then what are you doing? I know what you're doing, right? You have a great product, probably. You have great leadership. You have great people. You have a good brand, good product market fit, interesting like idea around your product and business, and that's why you're getting success. However, if you'd like to scale that, we need to execute and deploy your marketing and deploy your messaging and all of your operations around marketing in a structured step-by-step way that constantly makes 5%, 10% upticks every week, every month, 5% more, 5% more, 5% more, maybe 30% more, maybe 1%. But we have to make intelligent choices on what tests we want to run based on data and based on knowing your customer. That's how we can make a strong impact on the ROI, on your bottom line. You don't just need a guy to run your ads or a copywriter, and you don't need to spend $100 per hour on any of these folks ever again if you have this, okay? So we will drive down the cost of your marketing, increase the percentages of your conversion rates across your funnel, and you'll reduce expenses and increase profit at the same time. And you'll reduce the amount of hours that you spend focusing on your business because you finally have someone else to handle this for you so that you can focus on the higher leverage things. So let's see how we do that. Okay, step one. So here's the STAR process. STTAARR, patent pending process. S is for strategy. So world-class strategy based on exact prospect avatar. And you'll know exactly where you're going to talk to them, what to say. If it can't generate $1 million a year, it's the wrong segment and funnel. So to start off, do you already have a very sophisticated market research deployment? Did you already do market research when you just started the business? Is the business new now, or have you been running for 10 years? Doesn't matter. I've talked to more than 800 people on the phone from Upwork specifically. It's thousands from LinkedIn, Facebook, everywhere. What I see over and over, 99.9% of businesses don't have deep market research. And I'm not talking about like mom and pop shops. I'm talking about, I can't tell you the number of times I get on the phone, the business making $200,000 a month, and they're like, yeah, we need to get our conversion rate better. And I'm like, okay, show me your detailed market research. And they're like, we don't have it. We don't do that. Oh, we know it. It's in our heads. I said, okay, operationally, that's a nightmare, right? Because every time you bring on someone new, you have to spend hours explaining to them who the prospect is, what your brand is, and what the brand ethos is, and what's the enterprise proposition you have to your customer, right? Or to your prospective customer. So most businesses either have never done a market research or they did it once when they started the business and it's in some business plan, collecting dust, essentially. So why that's bad is because the marketing is based on the proposition to your prospect, to your exact prospect, and how you're solving their problem, but really how you're delivering the benefit that they're after via your product. Your product is a vessel, okay? So if you don't know exactly who your prospect is, then you'll think that if I just find the right person that knows Facebook ads great, then I'll really be able to crush my Facebook ad. I'm sorry to tell you, that is a gigantic mistake. That is a gigantic mistake. Because first of all, how is someone that just knows Facebook ads going to know your business better than you? Okay? And how are they going to know your prospect better than you? Yeah, they might know how to press the buttons inside Facebook better, but how are they going to know what the exact proposition is that your business is presenting and exactly who to target? You can't expect them. You want to go and expect them. You want to go and hope that they can do some magic with the Facebook ad so that it finds your exact. But how do I know where I'm going if I can't see and I don't have a plan of where to go? How am I going to get there, right? So we need to first start the core. First thing is exactly who is our prospect, okay? So I'm bringing open a sheet here, and it's super bright. Okay, so here's our sheet. So we realize that we need to do deep market research every time, no matter what, whether it's a beginning business, a starting business, an already successful business, literally 100% of the time. Unless they're already a $100 million plus year business, they need this because that's why they're not a $100 million per year business. Let that sink in, okay? Unless your business is already making $100 million per year plus, you need to do this better, okay? That's the facts. That's the facts because you need to know you can always know your prospect better. You can always know them better, what their wants and beliefs are, and this is constantly changing. If Blockbuster was watching this video X number of years ago when they went under, they would have realized, oh shit, we haven't thought about what the prospect wants in decades. So don't make this major mistake. Don't be a company-centric business. Don't be you-centric. Now, the brand ethos obviously is interesting because of you. This interaction here between you and me is interesting because I'm a passionate guy. I care about what I'm doing here and the business that I'm creating, and it is led by me. I'm the visionary. Even our logo here, the logo, why did I design it like this? Because we're mixing human creativity and brilliance and intelligence that can't be done by robots, and we mix that with an AI based system, a proprietary based AI, and the most robust software possible. So we got logic and emotion merged together, and it's this beautiful, amazing thing that is my baby, but it's for you. It's for you to experience. It's for you to get benefit for. It's not for me. I mean, I use it, but it's not built just for me. I use it, and it is. I built it with me in mind because I'm the kind of person that I'm trying to help. But essentially, the ethos of this business is to present an enterprise proposition to you to solve your frustration. Okay, it's about you. Okay, I'm the face, the vision, but the business is customer centric. Why am I making this video? Because I realized that customers wanted to get this information and I want to get it out to more customers in a scalable way because I kept doing the same call and these calls are very effective and people really love the calls and the information here. But why not just do it in a video? And you can watch it right now. So it's customer centric. So if you're going to be a customer centric business, which you have to be if you want to survive and thrive in this decade, and by the way, like really crush the competition, then you've got to be customer centric. So that being said, who is your customer? The demographic. Okay, prospect analysis is step one. Okay, you can't see this here. Hang on. So that's this prospect analysis. Prospect analysis. So let's move me over here. All right. So with the prospect analysis here, let's do this as well. Hang on 1 second with me. There we go. With the prospect analysis, you might think, well, this is sort of basic. Oh, what happened to my logo here? Oh, hang on, little, just bring us back up here. Nice. Okay, so look, and again, most businesses, if they might have this, they might have, well, we know our prospect. Yeah, we already know that. But is it structured? Is that information structured? Is it easily available for your team? Okay, now we need to structure it. Who is the exact prospect we're after? Okay. We need to know exactly their goals, beliefs, etc. So we lay it out here, okay? And what is the benefit that they're after? This is so important. Most people gloss over this. You know, if you're selling a diet pill, you might be company-centric about your diet pill, but nobody gives a shit about a diet pill, to be honest. Let's be honest, okay? Let's be authentic. Nobody cares. What do they care about? Losing weight. They care about losing weight. Why? So that they can feel more confident about themselves, so that they can feel powerful in the clothes that they wear, so that they can feel sexy again, so that they can get love, so that they can feel pride, so that they can feel the envy of others. Like the list is endless. It depends on exactly who we're targeting and which benefit they're after. But if anybody, like, honestly, I've interviewed nearly every person on Upwork, on LinkedIn that is in this space. 90% of them don't understand this concept. They can't even begin to explain what this even means. Okay, so and if they do, They're not structuring in a way that they're going to test their assumptions on and then see the data and then come back and reflect on it and have it be a cycle, because that's the only way that this works. So also, if you're thinking about Facebook ads, Google ads, by the way, in that, here's a major problem. If there's one guy that's promising that he can do everything for you, odds are is he can't. Okay, I have a business. I have multiple businesses. Okay, and we're teams. Okay, this is the only way it works. You might find a unicorn, but you have to ask yourself, if somebody's claiming that they can be a designer, developer, copywriter, media buyer, and they do all the VA, like little mini tasks, and they're going to project manage all that stuff, and they're the person talking with you to close the deal, they're wearing 7 hats. First of all, why would they, work for a couple grand a month for you, let you keep 100% of the equity, again, being upfront here? Why would they do that if they really can crush any marketing funnel, right? Why wouldn't they have 20 of their own businesses and 100 different funnels, right? That being said, we do that. We have that. We want to use the resources that I've put together and structured, and I want to crush it and help other businesses that I can't easily copy, that I can't easily make. I'm not out here to like steal your stuff, okay? I want to partner and use my resources that you can press a button, you can access this black box that I've created that's hyper specific for hyper specific marketing funnels to a specific segment with a specific goal in mind. And then you need to have a strong product, strong brand, strong leadership. You don't even have to have a strong brand yet. I mean, you have a strong reason to exist. Strong product, not easily copied, maybe intellectual property, a strong, unique selling proposition, something. Ideally, all of those things, so that all you really need is a structured way to present your marketing to others. If that sounds like what you're trying to do, please continue watching. I want to talk to you. Okay? So we need to know exactly who the prospect is. And like I said, some businesses have this, and they say, oh, we already know that. Market research, come on, we already know that. Oh, really? Okay. Next, competitor analysis. Now let's use an example from one of our customers here, Inc. Now, here's the deal. The competitor analysis, again, most people screw this up right from the start. They'll say, yeah, well, we know our competitors, and I'll say, oh, who are they? Again, let's go with the diet pill example. They'll say, yeah, well, here are the other, hold on, take a sip. Some caffeine. Everybody's got their vices, huh? Okay, so they'll say, oh yeah, we know our competitors. It's this diet pill, and that diet pill. And I've studied them for 30 hours. And I say, okay, cool. What is the benefit that your product is bringing? Like I just said before, right? What the prospect is exactly after. And they'll say, oh, well, I never really thought about that. We're selling the diet pill. We're not selling pride and envy. I say, no, you are selling pride and envy, or lust, or greed, whatever it is. You need to know your prospects so that you can present the marketing where that's the benefit. Okay, then I'll say, okay, then they'll be like, you know what, you're right. That makes a lot of sense. And then I say, okay, so let's, I might ask, okay, who's the main customer? Who's the demographic? They say, well, it's usually like a late 30s woman from United States, and they're happily taking the pill. Let's just say what it is, and it's just an example. And they're happily taking the pill, and they're losing weight. And I say, okay, cool. So what's the benefit? They're after pride. They want to feel better in the clothes. Okay, cool. So now our competitors, are they the only businesses out there that your prospect from step 1 here can get that benefit? Is your pill the only way? And he'll say, well, no, she can get it from the other diet pills. Okay, but what else? Can she just go to the gym? Can she eat healthy? Can she eat healthier? Can she fast, do fasting? There's other ways. Can she get liposuction? We wouldn't recommend that, right? But can she do that? And then they'll say, you know what? That's true. So for competitor analysis, we can't just look at the exact match of our product. That doesn't matter. We need to look at all of the options. What is a Planet Fitness? What ads are they running to her? Okay. So in this step, in our prospect's eyes, what competitors do we see running paid traffic, doing direct response marketing, and who are the top 5 to 7 competitors here? showing ads to our prospect. And we have our proprietary ways, and we can talk more about that further on how exactly we see those ads. There's spy tools. We've got ways to see exactly what different types of people can see online. In Google and Facebook, there's unique ways to do that. We can discuss that. But um, that's how we can really know. And this is hyper specific to one prospect segment, one segment avatar. This isn't just everyone in our competitor space. That's a major mistake, right? Because who cares? The ads that maybe you're a different diet pill. If the different diet pill is only marketing to grannies in South Africa, why the hell are we going to look at what they do? Who cares what they do? We're not going after grannies in South Africa. They're going to present a completely different marketing message, completely different promise. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant, right? So it's only to our avatar that we've honed down into maybe a list of 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 people, and it's hyper specific. We do not want to do social media marketing. We do not want to spread our content everywhere. We should have a $1 million per year revenue goal per funnel at a minimum. If not, just it's a waste of time. Just like we need to get focused first, because it's way easier to talk to one type of person and then present one message to them. We need specificity in marketing. Generalities and being general is a death knell. Okay, so we've got a hyper specific list, and then we've got our hyper specific competitor analysis, so we know what the competitors are saying. And then now we know where our customer is. So again, I challenge your idea that if you, let's say you want to do email marketing. Why? Why? What is the actual reason that's driving that idea? And I question the ability, no offense, but I question the ability, if you're not a very successful marketer, how do you know that that's the right thing? The only answer is market research, okay? Because look, if you don't know what message to say, we're going to get to what message to say. But first, where you need to know who. Who is number one? Then we need to know, well, where are they? Okay? So if you know who your prospect is, but you don't know where they are, how do you know then that you need to do email marketing? How do you know that it's Facebook ads is the right choice? How do you know that Google ads is the right choice? Again, if you get on the call with someone that sells Google ads or Facebook ads, they're incentivized to not tell you this. And they'll just go, yeah, I think Facebook ads is a good idea. Ask them why. Use this video and ask them, well, why do you think that? Why is that a good idea? And they'll go, well, I think they're on Facebook. That's ridiculous. Okay. Again, you're doing this with your money. Okay. Don't do that. Let's find out exactly who the prospect is. You probably already know what it is, but it's not structured, right? So let's structure it. Let's work back and forth on you telling us, okay, who's the prospect avatar? Where are they? Let's talk to them. Let's look at emails. Let's look at text messages. Let's find them on Amazon reviews. Let's find them on the internet. Let's find what they're thinking, looking at, and then we can lay this stuff out. Then, where are they spending their time? Okay, do they spend 4 hours a day in their email box working, and 1 hour per week on LinkedIn? If so, why are you going to try and run LinkedIn ads? Send them emails. Okay, that's a better funnel. It's just so simple when you think about it this way. For example, another thing is like, cold calling is dead. Is it? Well, what if it's the prospect that you're after is he answers his phone no matter who calls, and that's because that's how he does business. So wouldn't it make more sense to set up a funnel to do cold calling as opposed to running Facebook ads trying to target this person? They don't use Facebook, and you haven't even done the research to know if they've done Facebook or not. And if you don't want to do cold calling, well, where do they spend their time and attention? We need to enter the vein of attention of our prospect and then present the right message to them. That's hyper-specific marketing. That is star marketing, okay? Now we're getting to something here. If we know who our prospect is, we know where they are, and we know what messages they see from other competitors, now we can construct our message and absolutely smash the competitor's messages, because the competitor doesn't do this process. I haven't called them yet. So the competitor, like sometimes they're like it says here, like it says right here, none, because they don't lay out their unique selling proposition. Bright Edge, if you're out there, do you know this? They don't put their unique selling proposition here. So we can take item by item. What is these guys' primary marketing promise? What's these guys' primary marketing promise? What's these guys? And then we can look at all the primary marketing promises, and then we can develop ours and say the most bold shit that is possibly true. The promise that we are going to deliver to the prospect. Finally, for yourself, and we can construct the best one now. We're not relying on like some copywriter's magic that he's pulling out of his ass to come up with some good copy. No, well, this is structure. This is a proven process. Okay, so let's see, where are we at now? So then we can hit up each of these points for our marketing strategy. So now we've got a very powerful strategy for how we're going to present our product to a very specific prospect and a very specific place, and we know exactly what else they see, and we can enter that slipstream, and now we can lay out what the features, functional, and the benefits of our product are, and write copy and write ads and make calls and send emails, and now we're going to have impact. Now, this is what no one will tell you because they don't understand it. No offense, my competitors, but they don't understand it. You know, Facebook ads guy that watched one YouTube course and claims to, be an expert, they don't understand any of these things. And there's three actual parts of a Facebook ads like role, even just in Facebook ads role. There's the VA role that's like some $3 per hour like simple tasks that it's just for repeatable simple tasks. It just is what it is. And then there's actual like high level media buying, pressing the buttons in Facebook and like really knowing when to tweak and turn things on and off from a Facebook ads perspective only. And that's like very difficult high level stuff. And then there's marketing 101. Then there's knowing the market research, knowing your business, knowing your goals, and knowing your product. And integrating that with the media buying ideas on Facebook and having someone to do the simple task, that triangle is very difficult to manage. And if one person, if they don't understand any of these things, and they only know how to press the buttons in Facebook, I mean, how do what's their market research process? Ask them. They won't show you this, or they pirated it from me, okay? Because we made this. Now, their market research is not going to be very robust. They're going to have a basic prospect avatar form and maybe a competitor form, and they're going to what they're usually going to do is look at the competitors and like copy paste from the competitor and then change the words, like old school, like plagiarism from like middle school. And then it might not work, it might work, but the thing is they don't really know why that will work, and you don't really know why that will work. So you can't actually be confident that your marketing is actually, you put $1 in, you get 2 out. Here we know exactly what's driving the results, okay? And we can't not know why it's working or not. If it doesn't work, it's because of a lack of robustness in the market research and really knowing the customer. And also, this is now an asset for you that you just have as a centralized resource forever. And if you constantly update this based on the results that come in from the funnel, this is only going to get better and better, and you're only going to be able to serve your customer better and better. And now you can focus more on creating new products and higher leverage stuff in your business, and this is handled. Okay, so this is the last part we're going to show about this, and then we're going to move to the next step. So here we're showing, okay, once we know the strategy for our funnel, then we can actually lay out the features of what our product is, and we can lay out the functional benefits. So for example, if we have a pencil grip, it makes the pencil easier to hold. But most marketers stop there. And this will be like a bullet point on a landing page. What we need to do is add in the dimensionalized benefit. So we do a triple benefit here: feature, functional, dimensionalized, and emotional. Makes the pencil easier to hold, so you can write for hours and hours every day with no pain in your hands or wrists, with total comfort. So you can feel pride knowing you can get up every day and write for as long as your heart's content and never be in pain again. Because this is what really people are after, okay? This is the benefit. Now, also, very interesting thing here. We can't go too deep on this because we're already going a little bit over time. This column alone, now you can hand to your content creators and they can create an unlimited amount of content from this, okay? Because if you can imagine, I'll take my camera here for a second. Now, with just this alone, with the content creator now having access to this sheet, they can say, oh, well, I can just create a video of someone having pain in their wrist and a camera like over their shoulder, right? And them like writing on a paper and them having pain in their wrist. And then introducing the pencil and showing that they're not having pain in their wrist and they're able to write more. And it's kind of a cheeky example where it's like, okay, the pencil grip, is it really going to do that? I mean, this pen is very very comfortable to write in. This is why I use this one. So, I mean, if it's true, then that's amazing. That's perfect content, right? And then you show and then the copy can be that they feel pride, like knowing they can, write as long as they want. That's content. That's perfect. And you can only really know this if you have a sheet like this. And you can make an unlimited amount of variations of this: text, image, video, and you can do that for all the oops. Oh man, I just went back far. You can do that for all these and constantly be making more. So now you also have access to an infinite amount of content. And again, it's in a centralized resource. So everyone can work off the same thing. Another problem that happens all the time is with distributed teams, especially remote distributed teams. Facebook ads guy is running campaigns based on something. Google ads guy is running campaigns on something completely different. They're not matched at all. They're not working off of any centralized sheet. And you as the executive, you're like, oh my God, first of all, the branding makes no sense. Second of all, there's no cohesiveness with anyone. And I don't know what's working, what's not, and this is giving me a headache. So let's not do that anymore. Let's work off a centralized place, okay? And from here, this is the copy you can put directly into your landing pages, into your ads. Once you have this, anyone can make the landing page now. This is the text that you want to put in there. Here's our platform. It's easy to use platform. So you can, so our platform built by writers for it. This is an example for one of our customers. It says easy to use platform so that you can start writing in it immediately, and you can see how powerful your articles become instantly. So you can feel pride knowing you'll have an unbeatable competitive advantage against everyone else. That's powerful. Here's exactly what to put in the landing page or wherever it is. Now, also, we're going to rank these here. Here, I want to make this one major point, then we're going to move on. If you cold call one of these people, one of your prospects, and you know exactly what their problem is, and you say the number one most important thing, and you say, hi, Sarah. Let's say you know her, it's Sarah. Hey, Sarah. I know this is a cold call, but I'm pretty sure that my research shows that you have this issue where you have to be coordinating with SEO experts, and it's very hard to be creative to write because you don't really have a really easy process in order to make your articles creative and rank. Is this an issue that you're facing? Whoa. If that's Sarah's problem, she's going to say, yeah, it's, okay, it's weird that you called, but like, wow, yeah, that's exactly have that problem. How do you know that? And you can say, well, I did my research on your business and your articles, and I'm just guessing that you're having this issue because most people do. And she might say, well, yeah, I do. Wow. And you can say, well, I have an exact process and an app that we've made that exactly solves this problem. If you have 10 minutes now, I can explain it to you how it works and the problem it's solved. She might be like, wow, yeah, let's, sure. Or if she doesn't have time now, you can set up a call later, but you've sparked the interest, right? And now maybe she doesn't want to be cold called and that prospect doesn't want to be called or won't pick up the phone. But if you send an email and you know her email and it's in the headline, the first words out of your mouth are in that headline, in the subject header. It says, are you struggling with writing content that gets ranked and you can still be creative at the same time? She's going to click that. And then if you say the same message again in the email, It's just the formatting is different. It doesn't matter. That's why it's so important to know where the customer is and who they are and what their problem is. It's so simple, honestly, when you think about it this way. So far, I should have given you a lot of value there, and there's a lot to work with there that you can take immediately and implement into your marketing. Cool. So this goes on and on. This is our full process on how to engineer a marketing funnel from scratch, so that at the end of it, you've got your MVP, your minimum viable MVF, sorry, your MVF, your minimum viable funnel, so that we can get it going and start to see results from that. So from here, then we can go here, and now we can actually lay out. So for example, I'm showing you, for example, here, let me move me. So I'm showing you, for example, here, like our Upwork funnel. So we're organizing the projects here. We've got we've got an Airtable here organizing the information, and then we're sending a proposal, and then we get a new response. So we've laid it out all right here. Okay. So this is our plan, so that we can edit the plan here based on what we've made in our market research, and now we've got visibility. And when this isn't showing numbers here for a reason, but we want to see all the metrics here. How many proposals did we send? How many responses did we get? Right? And again, function over format. It doesn't matter if this is Upwork, if this is Facebook ads, if this is LinkedIn. This works for everything. So I'm just showing you an example here because it's good context. So we want to see the percentages of all these. Okay, so this is how we do a strategy. And then also another item to show here is like, we have a segment here. Okay, where's my mouse? So we have our segment that we've done our process for us internally, and we've got the different just some organization here, and we're organizing. Okay, who is aware? So we have different awareness levels. They're aware of the product. They need conversion rate optimization, or is it solution aware or problem aware? And so we're organizing things like this as well. So this is strategy. So jumping back to the beginning, strategy. We need to have a proper strategy, and that is how we start to do that. Now, the next thing we do is testing. Okay, looking at my notes. So for testing, we're going to develop different pieces of copy to put, and we'll test different messages here and different bullet points, but also different big ideas of the funnel, different ideas. We can discuss more about that, and we'll try different headlines. So we need to test multiple variations of everything. So when we're going to send a message out, let's say in a proposal on Upwork, we're going to send 30% of the messages as message A, 30 as message B, and 30 as message C. And then we'll see which one performs best. And then we'll see that in here because we'll track it, okay? And then we can see, hey, which one is doing the best job, which one's not doing so good. But then, okay, we're going to test, because saying the perfect message the first time to generate amazing replies is possible, but not likely. So we test an unlimited number of variations in messaging in order to hit your funnel metric targets for maximum ROI. And then in order to know what's working and what isn't, we have to have step 3, tracking. So without full visibility of the interactions happening at scale with your prospects, how do you know what to optimize? You don't. We'll get you full visibility with the best tracking tools available on the market, already packaged for you in our product. So we'll do something like this for your funnels, and you'll be able to see at every step, what are these percentages across the way? Like I said, it's not showing it right now because I don't want to show it right now. Okay, so tracking. Let's see. So tracking, we want to make sure that we're knowing like all of these metrics. And I can show here, what did I want to show here for tracking? Let's see again. Full visibility, right. So, yeah, here, this one. So this is the highest level you can see in terms of like full funnel. And so I'm not going to go through this in detail. However, we need to know, okay, how is the first leg of the track of the operation going? Are people opting into our initial message? Yes, no. What is the percentage of that? And then on the sales page, how, if we're selling something on that page, we want to have a certain percentage, etc. Maybe then they go through an order form. This is custom for each funnel, but we need to have this high level metric so that we can see the full throughput to see how the funnel is going and how these numbers are looking throughout the whole thing. And then once we have front end revenue, then we want to see, okay, what's happening after that? We're delivering the product, we're serving the customer, and what is the lifetime value of the customer? What is the back end revenue? And we want to manage all of this. We need to see all of these numbers. If we can't see all of these, again, how do we know what to do and what to change? We don't. So one more thing that I'll tell you is if you're only going to, like, here's a question to ask any Facebook ads person that you want to work with maybe. If they don't tell you about any of this and you ask them, hey, what do you look at when you're looking at different metrics? If they only say the Facebook ads dashboard, it's a major mistake because you could have, you see here it says opt-in conversion rate, 50%. Now they might say, oh, well, look, we're generating 500 leads for you and it's working. But if they don't see what those 500 leads do throughout your funnel, maybe those 500 leads are doing nothing and they're the wrong target, they're the wrong traffic. If they don't buy, what's the point? So they need to, you need to look at the whole thing. It's irresponsible and ineffective to not look at all the way down the line. Because also what you do when this happens is if we can look at, and this is what we do, but if you can look at who, from end to end, visitors, opt-in, convert, opt-in, sales, front-end sales, back-end sales, your best customers. So if we look at all the way at the end and say, over here, it's empty right now, but you say, hey, who's our best customers? Who's our highest lifetime value customers? Because usually, it's like Pareto's law. The 20% of your customers are going to actually give you 80% of our revenue. So look at those 20% of the customers and say, hey, where did they come from? Which path did they go through? Which ad set did they come from? Again, 99.9% of chief marketing officers, marketers, they can't answer that question easily. And they're usually like not even really asking that question. Again, they're relying on like a good product and, oh, this stuff's too complicated. I know. That's why we did this. This is why this business exists. So would it be valuable if you can see which campaigns, which ad sets all the way at the top of the funnel that these specific people that are giving you the back end revenue and are your best customers, where they came from, so that you can dump triple down, quadruple down on the ad spend on that audience and on that ad set. This is colossal information, because if you can do that, if you have the tracking set up and you know exactly where they came from and you know exactly what keywords they were interested in, exactly what Facebook ads they looked at, now we can 10x, let's 10x that budget. Let's 10x the operation for that so that we can get you 10x more of those customers and absolutely crush your business and scale it. That is colossal information. So this is what we have full visibility on the tracking. Very important stuff. Okay? So once we can do that, then we can move into AI. So we need to process this huge amount of data that we've accumulated in the previous steps, and we do that via our proprietary AI. Okay, humans are awesome, but if you're not leveraging AI in 2020, you will get left behind by your competition who does leverage AI and amazing humans. So that's really important. The AI as it's intelligence. Okay, it's taking large amounts of data, machine learning as well, taking large amounts of data and making it make sense, presenting in a way that humans can leverage the information. Okay, excuse me, mouth's getting dry. Okay, so yes, Google Analytics, but like on top of that, what else? Front end revenue metrics, your CRM metrics, the Facebook ad metrics, the Google ad metrics, everywhere that there's data. We want to get all of it, and then we're going to figure out how do we rank your leads better? What tests should we do? How do we reach out and serve and give content to the most important leads so that we can help them better, so that they become customers. We need all of these things structured so that we can actually be a CMO that's effective, right? So you don't need to hire one person to do this. And actually, if you just hire one person to do this without a process like this, without the software like this, without the intelligence like this, we're more effective than one human by far. And you don't need a 10-person marketing team to do this. And actually, if you have a general marketing agency and they claim to do this, I mean, they really don't, because how can they do all these things and be great at each one? We're not really doing a lot here in essence. Let me be clear. We're hyper specific on the analytics and the process of how do we find what are the things that are problematic and what changes to make. We don't have to make the changes, okay? It's like a $10 per hour, $15 per hour task. And instead of hiring a Google Ads guy for $100 per hour, you can hire a guy for $15 or $20 per hour. And you can leverage us to come up with the suggestions on what to give that guy to do. And this is colossal and this is massive. So we only focus on this. We do partner with specific companies that build funnels that work with us for very cheap. We can build the funnel too. We don't really necessarily want to. We don't have to. You can build a funnel as long as you're doing it with your team that you already have can do the funnel. That's fine. Or we can do it both parts. We can go into that in more detail, but I just want to be clear on that. And then, okay, step 5 is for automation. So we want to automate things. It doesn't make sense to do things that don't need to be done by a human all the time, right? So, I mean, have you gone through this already? No. Maybe you've already went through this chatbot. Maybe you haven't. But let's see. I can show the playbook first. Would probably make more sense. So if you're talking about email, okay, you should be using ActiveCampaign. I wouldn't use Mailchimp. Don't do that. You want to get robust. So here I have a chatbot that, because I know the questions and answers. Oops. I know the questions and answers. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. I know the questions and answers that people are asking. I need to make sure that the business is big enough to leverage our operation here, or that you're ready to invest into a serious operation like this. And so, this is just basic. This is a basic. It's just a basic, like, step by step. And it's way better than a form, because then nobody has to process it after. This is algorithmically based, so it's automated. Okay. What is the real solution, and and if we know what the questions and answers are, we can just build an algorithm that does that. And then next is reporting. Reporting. Robust integrations between all data lakes allows us to see every message and KPI that matters 24/7, so that we can quickly make data-driven decisions that impact your bottom line in the most powerful way. So, for example, here, I'm showing here the statistics for some Upwork proposals, this Upwork funnel over the past 7 days. So I can tell you that we've sent about 1,500 proposals. So this is a reasonable percentage of number of people that click the link. And then this is like some people don't start the conversation just because it's like a duplicate or something, but so I'm not really worried about that one. Emails, so we're just collecting emails only for the reason to send you confirmation. We might do analytics access on our call, so we need that email. And then for legal purposes, so like contracts and stuff like that. So we can't not get that, because we need to be able to do that kind of stuff. And so 54%, I mean, man, that's awesome. Almost 70 bookings. That's great. So we get the reporting, so we can know. I know the reporting from how many proposals we send. Now I know the reporting here in the next stage of the funnel. And then on the calls, I have my statistics for what happens on the call. And then I know what happens after the call, those statistics in our CRM, and they all connect. And I see full visibility, all of this, so that me, as the optimizer of my process as well, I know where to improve this process and what changes and experiments to do. And then lastly, I just repeat. Innovation never stops. Once we've crushed hyper-specific funnel number 1, we'll move to segment number 2, and we'll continue until you're completely dominating your market and then you'll create new products and new lines and new segments, and we'll continue again. So I hope this gives you a really good overview of like the problem or multiple problems and the solution. And whether you work with us or not, this process is very powerful. It's hard to deploy, but if you'd rather do it on your own, well, stay tuned because I'll keep making more content on what we're doing and how we do it. Or you can talk to us about maybe us working together. There's different ways we work together, and like I said, we don't have to build the funnel. That can be an add-on, but our core business here is executing this process. So executing the market research process here, creating the strategy for the funnel, writing the copy, like setting up the tracking infrastructure, and using our proprietary AI and automation, delivering reports to you every 2 weeks, and delivering the suggested innovations every 2 weeks. And then if you'd like us to deploy those experiments and A/B tests, we can, or you can have your team do it. And then we'll constantly be innovating this funnel for you based on the important throughput metrics, revenue, sales, customers generated, whatever it is specifically for you. So that is the video. That is your FAQ video. I really hope you got a lot of value out of this. I really enjoyed making this for you. You see, I love this topic. And so if you've made it to the end of the call, I'm really excited that you have. And yeah, so now you can come to the call. So you can, if you haven't already, you can click here. It says book call now, and you can schedule your call with me. And yeah, we'll go through exactly what your situation is and how I can help. And again, I'm like, I want to get this out to as many people as possible. So even if you're not sure that this is something you exactly need and you have questions, I'm working all day, every day because I love this. It absolutely gives me so much joy to work on this because so many businesses need it, especially in today's day. And yeah, so schedule your call now if you haven't already. If you did already schedule your call, I'm excited to talk with you, and I look forward to it. And in order to join the call, if you're seeing this from Upwork, I will call you directly on Upwork. But if you filled in this form from somewhere else, if this form is not talking about Upwork because you didn't come from there, then yeah, I'm just going to call you on. There will be a Zoom link, so we'll just join on Zoom. But awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. And stay tuned here and join our newsletter. I'll add that somewhere for you, and we'll keep pumping out awesome content like this. All right. Thank you so much, and talk to you soon.